Well, good afternoon everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today something different yet again. We are at the Caravan and Motorhome show that's in Newbury today, so well, it's this whole weekend. So we are going to come and have a look and see what's here. So yeah, we get to park with the vans now rather than with the cars. So if we were in Ivan, we would be sort of parked over to the car section, but right, let's head in, let's go and get a ticket and let's go and explore what's there and maybe just have a beer or two and see what goodies we can get for the van. There's going to be absolutely loads of people here, loads of vans, some big ones, some small ones, some that are for sale as well. So here's a VW if you are in the market for one. Speak to Richie or Barbara on that one. Brilliant. Look in the rear. Travel companions. I think this is where Erasmus would be pleased. Loads of vans with travel companions in them.
Cheers, mate. So, thanks a lot.
Hello, mate. Could I just have the one ticket, please? Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much. Cheers. I think today we're going to be a bit spoiled for choice. We've got a fifth wheel here, which is pretty much a starting point as you get into the entrance. These vehicles are modified accordingly to pull these massive trailers. Just going to have a quick look. Yeah, pretty impressive piece of kit. We'll see if we can get inside. Up the stairs. Sorry. Yeah, nice big fridge, nice cooking area, a microwave built into it. Absolutely huge. Like you said, this ladies have said it's a home away from home more than anything else. Not having ceiling fans, air conditioning units. And lovely built-in cabinets. Up towards the bathroom area, sort of up the stairs. You've got loo on the one side. You've got a full-size shower with extractor fan units and skylights as well. And on the other side of the bathroom, you've got mirror and sink. Yeah, brush teeth in the mornings, etc. And then you've got the master bedroom, or the only bedroom I suspect, which is really nicely done. It's absolutely huge. The cabinetry is really nice. Yeah, a proper home away from home if you're travelling and you can afford the price tag. There you go. Price of the unit, 80 grand. And then you need to buy another vehicle to tow it. So, yeah, very, very nice, but it's a bit above the price tag. Now that's a lovely piece of gear. Just have a look at the mags on this. Absolutely amazing. Got some really good wheels on that. It's also on the four-wheel drive option. Very, very, very nice. We'll go and take a quick look inside. And the colour coding on this is amazing. Look at the leather finish, leather trim on it, and they've done a really, really good job. Yeah, it's on the man vehicle, and yeah, nice DSG box. We've got all the nice trimmings, but this one comes at a fair price tag. You know, it's a very similar configuration to what we have in Dora, where you've got the driver's area and a bit of a seating area, and then next to the seating area you've got sort of a cooking area. Funny enough, it's the Thetford triplex, same as Dora has got, and nice sink, just on a different side. Then you've got the shower and the loo built into this side of the van as well, which is really nice. And a really nice, thinner but a taller fridge that we have. So a really nice fridge freezer compartment that is built in. Very, very nicely done. Let's close that, and your sink is pretty much under here. Again, it's a two-berth. It's got the bed configuration at the back. Again, it's a big open doors at the back, so you can reverse up to a lake or a coastal view or a mountain view, and yeah, just literally open up the doors, lay on the bed, and just enjoy the scenery. Right, just going to have a look and see what this one costs. Yeah, that's going to set you back 150 grand. Incredibly nicely done. Whether it's worth 150, I don't know, but yeah, certainly is nice.
May I have your attention?
A really good job with this Land Rover. This is a Land Rover Defender. It's a Land Rover Defender 90, so it's the shorter wheelbase. A very, very capable vehicle. Going for 100 grand. Absolutely amazing. Now we've got the Consort motorhome team here as well. It's, they've got a fair amount of vans. We've got By the Curb, we've got Carol and Ken, as well as now Liam and Janine are driving around in a vehicle supplied by Consort. So yeah, it's, I think, testament to the vehicle and the quality that they provide. And, this is Very similar to By the Curb. So James and Helen have got this particular one. Very nicely done. So it's built on the same chassis as Dora, but a slightly different configuration. It's a two-berth. This is what they specialise in, is two-berth conversions. And, yeah, let's just wait a second to hop inside. Let's go and take a look inside the Consort reef. Again, it's got sort of grandad step as you need it, and nice little finish with a bin just as you are at the door. Again, it's got the fold-up table next to it, and yeah, your gas and fuel and plugs are literally right here. Very handy. So again, very similar to Dora, this is also on the 6-metre configuration, 5.99 if you like, where you've got a smaller, thinner fridge, Thetford fridge. So we've got in Dora, we've got the slightly, well, I'd say about the same size fridge, but it's a bit shorter, but a bit wider. Yeah, captain's chairs. They both spin round into viewing area this side, and let's go back into the captain's chair area. Spin you around, and where we've got the very similar configuration as Dora, again we've got just obviously it's swapped around, where we've got the sink and the cooker is actually on a different side. Seems to be very popular, the Thetford triplets, and then you've got the lounge configuration at the back. Just a bit of a U configuration where sit down, and you've got to make this area up each night as you need to sleep. And sit down, watch a bit of telly. I must admit this configuration is really nice. I particularly wanted the fixed bed at the back, so we've got the big seating area in the front of Dora, and we've got a separate bed area with some storage at the back. But yeah, it definitely feels a lot more spacious being a two-berth vehicle. Great finishes, really, really good. Here we have a camper by Orange Campers. I think the one thing to note is that the Orange Camper logo isn't orange. It's more of a green type colour. And there we have a Citroen pop top. Let's go and have a look in this one. First thing is, got a loo on the right hand side as you come through the back door, and cooking and cleaning area is right on the opposite side. So yeah, got the sink area, a nice little gas cooker. Yeah, fairly spacious van. So we've got the roof popped up on this one, and then you've got the bed that will pull down, pretty much like Ivan. But this doesn't have, by the looks of things, you would have two singles in the front rather than a double. So these would turn into, by the looks of things, two single beds. So a 4-berth. Very nicely done. It's very nicely done. Different on the colour scheme that they've got in this one. They've gone and chosen a slightly green theme as part of this. You can see the Citroen configuration is pretty much similar to what we have in Dora as the Peugeot. So Citroen relay, Peugeot boxes, yeah, they are all very similar. Well, the next is a Fiat Ducato. There's a Fiat Ducato, also a slightly shorter vehicle. So Again, you've got the captain's chairs in the front and the configuration of two singles that turn into single beds and you're not using them as seats. This is a slightly taller one you can stand up in, but it's the slightly shorter wheelbase. It's the sort of 5.54 metre rather than the 5.99 metre. Very airy, very tidy, it's very light. They've chosen a really light colour in this one. Yeah, some plugs and USBs, as you would expect. Little hidey hole for a mobile phone or iPad or something like that. And then you've got, by the looks of things, sort of snuck down the side there, you've got your table where you can bring that up and put it into place if you're working. Very light wood colouring for the kitchen. And tons of storage. It's absolutely amazing how much storage you can actually get into these vans. And, yeah, some skylights and the loo. Oh, here's one that'll look fairly familiar. This is a rear bed configuration by Webb's. So this is the same as we currently have in Dora. So let's go and have a look and see what is different or similar. Again, built on the Peugeot Boxer, and we have the captain's seats again swiveled around into the sort of facing rear position, and table and lounge configuration is here. It is exactly the right same configuration as Dora, because it is the rear bed configuration by Webb's.
Yep. One measure back, sorry.
And Thetford triplex cooker, and sink with running water. This has got the running hot and cold water as well, because we've got the, as we know, we've got the Thetford boiler system that sits just underneath the rear seat, with its vents that keep it all cooled. And we have shower and loo, again equally used as the hot water from the Thetford system. And one of my favourite configurations, because you don't have to keep making the bed or sort of putting the bed up and down as you need it. You simply get up in the morning, make the bed, and you're good to go. And there we go. Here's another one from Webb's, a very similar configuration, but slightly different. Again, this is on the Fiat Ducato, and it's got the skylight in the front here as well, which is really handy. Sort of thinner and taller fridge. Very nicely done, this van. And you've got some strange designed cupboards here, so slightly curved cupboards. Yeah, very nicely done. Absolutely huge van. This is a slightly longer configuration by the looks of this. Something that's different, and I can imagine seeing these types of sinks in quite a few vans. Just love the styling of it. There's definitely something different. Sort of thing you can picture yourself in a VW proper old van, isn't it? That's really good. Gonna have a quick look at an installed one. Yeah, no pressure, no pressure.
It's actually.
Oh, marvellous.
Being how proud.
Yeah, no, absolutely spot on. So this is absolutely brilliant. Then, is that what you actually making lunch, are you?
Yeah. So this is the original sink, the first of all of its kind.
The first one?
Yeah.
Original
This-
thing.
Wow.
It's 4 years it's been like that, and that's why it still looks.
And it still looks the same?
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sorry to encroach on your lunch, but thank you very much. I mean, my van's almost exactly the same as this,
Oh,
so
is
it's
it? Oh, okay.
it's a Peugeot Boxer, but it's a bit newer. It's got little fancier bits and pieces in it, but I like the old. I love the old style.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I like rustic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Coziness.
Yeah, indeed.
we like the width of these vans. They're good vans.
They are good. You can stand up in them as well.
Yeah.
So in your motorhome essentials, you've got to get some bits and pieces, sort of stuff for tie downs. Important is the fire safety. Get some fire safety blankets and whatever you need. By the looks of things. Hey guys, we're in for a real treat. We've got Mark from Van Life Eats who's going to be doing a bit of a frittata meal and getting things ready in the Ridge Monkey and doing a bit of a demonstration. So yeah, I think we're in for a bit of a treat. Yeah, let's wait for him to start and yeah, let's learn how to cook something new in the Ridge Monkey.
So we're going to be doing a demonstration in the Ridge Monkey pan. This is one of my favourite pans to use in the van. We're also going to be creating one of my family special recipes, a spinach frittata. And this is also one of my favourite things to cook in the Ridge Monkey pan.
I really got a copy of his book. Definitely something to keep in your van. I'm sure you can grab it online from his website. Yeah, really good.
So just so you all know what I'm doing, just before the demo starts, I'm just preparing my spinach. So we want wilted spinach for this. You've probably heard me talk about the family cookbook. Sadly my nonna has passed away, but before she went we got all the recipes from her and we put them all into our family's eyes only cookbook. Everything is all our Italian food, and one of which is, where are we? It's going to be near the front, but it's one of the first ones, that spinach frittata. Okay, my nan's special recipe. There's all sorts of variations that we can do to this as well. It doesn't have to be exactly as my nonna made it. She would be cursing right now, but we can do all sorts with this. I'm just going to get started with the preparation. So I'm just going to wilt the spinach. So I've taken a bag and a half of spinach here, and I'm just going to pour boiling hot water onto it and onto me, and we're just going to let that wilt. Okay, there's a lot of water in spinach, so when you wilt it, when you put boiling water or cook it, the water tends to start coming out. So we're just going to let that process happen first, and then we are going to pat dry that, because we don't want, and you never want when you're making a frittata, wet vegetable in there, because the moisture will all come out and it will make a soggy mess. So we need to make sure it's nice and dry, but we're just going to wilt it first. So now we've done that, I am going to drain it. I'm just going to get my colander. Okay, so then we just really want to press all of that moisture out of it. So let's really squeeze that out, get as much of that moisture out as we can. You can do this with a tea towel as well. You can put the spinach into a tea towel and just wring it out. You see, a bag and a half has just equated to just one small handful. But that's what we want to make one. It's the perfect size for the frittata, for the Ridge Monkey frittatas. So now I've just about got as much moisture as my fingers will allow me. And then we end up with that. So we're then going to use this blender. So we want to blend up this the spinach. Now I use a manual blender because an electric blender, it actually scorches the leaves, because they get quite hot. So that's why I always found the manual blenders to be much better. So we're just going to whiz this up. Nice and easy. Give it a little shake. And a last little blast. And that's quite nicely chopped up now. You can do that with a knife. You can just chop it all up. It can be rustic. I don't think my nonna had that tool. So my ratio is 1 handful to 3 eggs. So take all of that wilted spinach in there. So now we also want to add some cheese. So we're going to add Parmigiano. You can use Pecorino if you want to. As long as it's a good Roman cheese. Quite often I will use a combination of the two as well, Pecorino and Parmigiano. That's quite a nice combo. So we're going to put roughly 3 heated tablespoons of cheese and a bit. Like that. Now this is where my additions come to it. My nonna doesn't do this, but I do. I add a little bit of nutmeg. Spinach, cheese and nutmeg is magic. It's just such a good combination. So we take the niche tool. This again is in the competition at the moment. Now nutmeg can be quite overpowering, so we don't need much. So we just need to get probably, I'd say, about 1/4 of a teaspoon out of that. So 1 handful is 3 eggs. Then we take a ridge monkey fork. Let's mix this up. We're also going to add some salt into there as well, and pepper. So you've got that into a nice mixture there. So now we're going to add the salt and pepper. We're going to make a few of these today, okay? Because this is quite a small omelette, or frittata, should I say. Then what's olive oil? This is optional because the Ridge Monkey is non-stick. Now I like the flavour of olive oil. The olive oil adds to this. So, and I've got these lovely little spray bottles, £5 from Amazon. Really good. So we'll just give that a little spray just to coat the pan. So we want to layer the bottom of the Ridge Monkey pan with our frittata mix, and then we're going to close the lid. So by closing the lid with the Ridge Monkey, it's almost going to be like an oven effect. So it will start to bring some heat to the top because the top will reflect the heat back down. I've put it on 4, so we're kind of medium-ish, and then we let that do its thing. So we're just going to cook that on each side. I'm just going to put it up to medium. So I'm on induction at the moment on medium. I normally cook on gas. I'm all gas in my van, but I do induction here at the shows because of the wind. Check around the edges. But before Ridge Monkey come along, I would be making this with a pan. And when I do that flip, I would have a plate, and I'd be doing the plate flip, and it would make a mess, and me being the clumsy me I am, it would probably slide everywhere and it'd be embarrassing. But Ridge Monkey's brilliant because you can just literally do that flip that I just did. So naturally we're going to use the Ridge Monkey plate. Again, these are brilliant. I don't know what they're made of, but these have gone flying. I could drop that down there on the concrete, would not break. They're solid, durable, lightweight. Yeah, they're good plates, Ridge Monkey plates. I work with Ridge Monkey because I, as you can tell, love their products. I wouldn't work with them otherwise. Okay, so I think we're just about there with this. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so we still have to do the plate flip. Okay. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to chop that up into pieces for you. But there we have a legendary, and you'll taste it and you'll realise why, legendary spinach frittata. Okay, so there we go. You may all come and take a sample of that. And we're going to make some more.
And then just like magic, we find the Ridge Monkey stand. As if it was meant to be here. Cheers everyone. A quick bite to eat and a quick drink, and then we're off go and have a look at a few more things. Another Fiat Ducato. This one's going for 86,310, 86,310 from IH Motorhomes. Let's go and have a look and see what they've done inside their version of the campervan build. It's nice that they've got the table for the outside. It's a really nice little gadget to have. I think Dora's got one built on, but I can take the outside or inside table and plug it outside. And I'm not too keen on the captain's seat being so close to this area. I think you're limited a little bit. So you can turn one of the seats around. The other seat does turn, but you are literally sat there in the corner. You can't really, when sat there, you can't really see the rest of the van. So sat in the passenger seat, absolutely great. There's no problems at all. And then you've got a nice big lounge area at the back. It's good to see the fire hydrant is fire extinguishers there. This particular model's got an underslung gas tank. You can see the level of gas, either full or empty, or as they say, enough and full, depending on which way you want to route. Yeah, enough and finished, if you want to think about it that way. Yeah, just the attention to detail in these vans, the amount of craftsmanship is so good. Obviously it's a very competitive market. There's so many people and so many companies doing this type of thing. Obviously, if you're in the market for a good van, they are so expensive. But if you do your shopping around, you can absolutely find yourselves the right bargain. But 9 times out of 10, people that invest in these types of vans look after them so well. Picking up a second-hand vehicle, you're pretty much picking up almost a brand new vehicle, because people just generally look after it because they've invested huge amounts of money in them. So as long as the engine is sound, as long as there's been no accidents and that type of thing, I think for the most part, you'd find a van, if you find a van, even if it's got 20, 30,000 miles on it, 9 times out of 10, the build's of such a good quality that you're going to have no problems with it. So yeah, come to shows like this. They often have some good discounts, and naturally they're targeted to move as many vehicles as possible. So yeah, do a bit of haggling. It's always a good thing to do. Well, there's a first for everything. On the last little clip there, I ran out of storage on my memory card. So yeah, just popped another memory card into the camera, and allowing me to at least say goodbye before we just abruptly end. So if you like this type of content, guys, please just give me a thumbs up in the section below. It really does help. Hit the subscribe button if you want to follow along on the journeys, and there's a little bell thing that you can click. And yeah, it's really good to have you along. Those who have already subscribed, thank you very much. And yeah, on that note, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.